Hey, what's up? It's Coach with Live Fitness, and I'm coming back at you. Thanks for checking out this video. I was just talking to a client again about they responded to the email that went out today about common tweaks and changes that we need to be making. That's inevitably one of the biggest things that I tend to see whenever someone's not losing weight. I'm gonna have to first find out why haven't you been losing this weight? Like, is that you? Have you been trying to lose weight and not losing it? Or are you struggling with, what I should be eating? I feel like I should be, or I feel like, I'm eating the right foods. Is that you? Do you ever feel like you're eating the right foods, but you're not seeing the results that you want to be seeing? Because that's probably one of the biggest things that biggest conversations I have, or more frequent conversations I have with clients is, I feel like I've been doing the things I've been needing to do, or I feel like I've been working out, or I feel like I've been eating right. Like, is that you? I've probably got 4 different conversations going on just this week with some of our new clients that are on that. So we're trying to figure out what's going on with their nutrition. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for almost everybody, you can upgrade your food. And that's the email that went out today. Is how do you improve or increase, move up in your food quality? Not everybody should be going out there and buying a ton of organic, because that's costly, expensive stuff. It's harder to find. It's just a lot of energy, and you don't necessarily need to on a lot of that food. So are you confused about what you should be eating and what you should be doing? Because you're not alone. That's something that we get to work with a lot of our clients on. So what I'm going to do is I have this conversation with someone who's really sick right now. They've been eating a ton of soups and having some Sprite Zero. And our conversation went basically like this: holy crap, I'm bloated. I didn't realize there was so much sodium in soup, right? And the Sprite Zero, I stopped doing that. I was doing it because it helped my sore throat, but I really shouldn't be having, whether it's zero or not, I shouldn't be having all that stuff. The artificial sweeteners aren't necessarily good for me. The sugar, if it was not zero, that wouldn't be good for me. So those are stepping stones to work your way up. So the soup is generally a really great idea, right? It's full of nutrients because it's basically water or broth and a ton of vegetables. So how do you make that better when you're finding that you're bloated because of the sodium content? And this is the conversation I have with them, is it's mind-numbing, just absurd, that we buy canned soup. Do you have any idea how easy it is to make soup? Now, I came to this realization about 2 years ago. I'm 31, so it took me 29 years to figure this out. You literally fill up a pot with water, you cut up some carrots, some celery, some peppers, some onions, whatever you want to throw into it, and then you turn it on the stove. That's soup. You could throw rice into it. You can throw some pasta into it. You can throw some chicken or some canned tuna or whatever you want. It literally is that easy. You could throw beans into it, and that takes an extra minute and a half out of your day to rinse out the beans and then throw them into the soup. Because soup, really good soup's been cooking for 5 hours. It's about what you need to cook beans for, right? You could cook soup in the course of about 30 minutes in a pinch. It's so simple. But the Sprite Zero, how do you move that up, right? Well, bubbly water. If it's the mouthfeel that you need, that's a phenomenal. Now, there's still sodium in the bubbly water, so go for a lower sodium bubbly water, like a club soda type of thing, and put some lemon into it, and infuse some lemon or lime, or throw a couple orange slices in it, something that's going to give it a little bit more flavor so that you can still enjoy it. So that's an upgrade, that's a step up, right? Very, very simple tweaks that are just oh yeah, okay, that's cool. What I'm going to do is, because I actually just wrote an email about this, went out this morning, I posted it to our blog. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that information right there, just so you have that. You don't have to opt in, you don't have to, just go check it out. There's 6 other things, simple tweaks that we could be doing that's just a little bit better than some of the most common problems that I tend to see out there. So if you've got those questions going through your head, like why am I not losing, or why, like if you feel like you're eating right, I guarantee you, every time there's something that we can improve. All right, so check through this email, click that link. This is Coach for Live Fitness, BlueSpringsPersonalTraining.com. You guys have a phenomenal day. That's a piece. You can't see the piece. There we go.